I've had to deal with my fair share of rumors, oh boy have I. But the thing is, they were never particularly scary. Of course I wasn't a child killer with a KD ratio of 15:0, but it's still just a weird feeling. But in the FNAF world, the rumors we see are true, like the fact that 5 children went missing in one of their locations. But which rumors about the games will send a chill up your spine? Or jump scare you into next week? That's what we're exploring today. Greetings gamers and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Canon and the day I wrote this is National Cheese Day. And I love it. We all love to gossip, whether it's about Becky's new male caller or just some ideas about our favorite games. But which of the latter will surprise you? That's what we're exploring with today's list of the top 10 scary FNAF rumors. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet so we can roll the intro. At 10, 1987 Custom Night. The world of Five Nights at Freddy's is mysterious and filled with conflicting statements and moments. However, one thing that has always remained the same since Game 1 is the Bite of 87. The Bite of 87 is a date where an animatronic attacks someone during business hours, removing their frontal lobe and causing all free-roaming activities to be reduced to at night only. The Bite has always been a point of mystery for players and theorists alike, all coming up with different ideas as to who got bit and who did the biting. However, despite what you believe, in the first game we didn't have very much of an idea, but when rumors started circulating that in the game's custom night, if you set the animatronic levels to 1, 9, 8, and 7 and beat the night, you would get a secret cutscene where you would see the Bite of 87 happen. This was never true, and this was confirmed by Scott where, in version 1.3, he updated that combination to jump scare you with Golden Freddy as soon as you click start, causing the night to be unplayable. That's a big F you from Scott. In at 9, surprise Bonnie screen. One rumor that gained a lot of attention is the surprise Bonnie screen from FNAF 1. Upon opening the game, the rumor is that the eyeless hallucination of Bonnie will appear and stare at the player. There is no information about how or why this occurs, but it's seemingly random. Some reports say it's at least a few seconds, but some reports say it can last a few minutes. Some say that Bonnie's eyes slowly start turning white, and it's even been said that it can occur on death as well. There are plenty of inconsistencies in the stories, and the only evidence for this are screenshots and videos that can easily be fakes, so it could just be a hoax. However, it would make some form of sense. Scott is famously terrified of the Bonnie animatronic, and perhaps this is what he would be seeing in his nightmares after playtesting the game. Who knows? Only Scott. And we all know damn well that he ain't talking. And an 8-man Hallman. The amount of fantastical elements within the FNAF world are plentiful. Metal infused with the souls of children, dead kids possessing animatronics, having tech that's good in the late 70s, so it's easy to understand why so many of these things would fool us. Take for example the man in the main hall. It was rumored via a YouTube video that when the monitor was flipped to the main hall, you could sometimes see a mysterious shadowy man standing in the middle of the hall, almost as if he was enveloped in fog. He also seemed to be wearing a hat and a security badge. Upon seeing this man, the phone guy's call would become garbled and like static for a moment before returning to normal, as if the appearance of this figure had glitched the audio. This had many fans speculating as to who this could be. Perhaps the killer, perhaps the phone guy himself, perhaps it's the soul of Golden Freddy who managed to escape, hence the glitching, or maybe he was warning us that something wasn't right with the phone guy. However, the video, after much debate, was proven to be faked, as the creator himself said in a follow-up video that he altered the clip. That's a lot of hoopla for nothing. Screw you, buddy. And at 7, Sparky the Dog. Sparky the Dog was a fan-made animatronic that was stated to appear on the backstage cameras. He was created by Tumblr users Kodayabrat and Nguyen, who described him to be a dog-like animatronic with a missing arm. Some people claim that he was non-violent and wouldn't attack you, only standing in the doorway on occasion, and some said that he acted similar to Foxy. Either way, he is a completely fan-made character and does not appear in the actual game. The only image of him is a photoshopped image released on Tumblr by the creators. The creator confirmed that he was fake in a now deleted post. But this managed to fool a lot of people, as I saw on several Reddit threads about FNAF rumors and hoaxes. So, if you fell for Sparky the Dog, be sure you click like. And at 6, Nightmare JJ. The FNAF 4 Halloween update, or DLC, or whatever you want to call it, added several characters into the game, both canon and non-canon, like Nightmarion and Nightmare Mangle that are non-canon, but Nightmare Balloon Boy was. And after an image of Nightmare Balloon Boy was altered to look like a differently colored JJ, a rumor started that had people believing that it was a real Easter egg that could randomly happen whenever the Fun with Balloon Boy minigame was loaded, which is entirely false. The animatronic isn't even called JJ. The official Freddy Files book calls her an animatronic like Balloon Boy with pink eyes. The actual character only appears under your desk in FNAF 2 and cannot kill you. However, it's weird that everyone just took a single image for fact when we know that JJ was never actually listed in the animatronics for that DLC, and never listed as canon or non-canon. What you do? Halfway through at number 5, Shadow Balloon Boy. Shadow Balloon Boy is apparently a character that appeared exclusively in the Android version of FNAF 2, with a link posted to a Freddy Fazbear Pizza fandom page by user typicalplayer12 back in January of 2015. This probably isn't the original link, however it's the only one I found mentioning Nightmare Balloon Boy. This photo, however, is indeed photoshopped, and it's just a modified picture of Shadow Bonnie. And it's just a modified picture of a Shadow Bonnie screenshot, which several users were happy to point out very soon after posting. Like, I know it's weird, but like, come on, guys. No need to be so aggressive with your debunking. Why can't we all just get along? We're all trying to solve the same mysteries together. And I know that everyone wants to be the one to do it, but come on. If we work together, we can crank out the lore of the series in like 4 years tops. From now. And 4, piracy isn't just for Foxy. Supposedly, if you illegally download the game from a specific torrent website, you would get jump scared by Freddy when you tried to exit or close the game. Clearly, that site wasn't the Pirate Bay, because that never happened to me. There was also a rumor that if you torrented the game, you would get jump scared by a new, completely hidden animatronic, which seems totally ridiculous, because why would you do that? That would have to be something that Scott would have intentionally put into the game, and it's basically a reward. Getting to see an animatronic that you wouldn't if you bought the game legally, it just doesn't make sense. It's like promoting illegally downloading games, especially your own. And the Freddy jump scare never occurred to me. Probably cursing at me in the comments for torrenting, but like, no, like, let me explain, okay? Like, it was grade 10 and I needed the game because we were doing our drama exam using different scenes from video games. I needed my group to understand the game since I had discovered it thanks to game theory. So like, I torrented it because I was broke and nowhere would hire me. Trust me, I tried constantly. EB Games, man, what the hell? So I downloaded it so that the group could play it. My teacher let us play it in the library where we were all working on our projects, and one of my group members named Noah tried it, and I doubt you're watching this, Noah, but if you are, sup, man, thanks for supporting. And he screamed like a little girl in the middle of the library because he got jump scared by Chica, and then our teacher made us put it away. And at 3, kitchen cam. It was rumored that using the level combination of 0666 or 6666 in Custom Night in FNAF 1 would result in the kitchen cameras being enabled, which would honestly have been a game changer. I personally don't actually check the kitchen because I prefer being able to see the animatronics and register it faster than having to listen for it because it may take a little longer, so instead I just focus on what I can see. It would open the door up to a lot more. It could show if that's where Golden Freddy hides like fans have suggested before, or it could prove that he isn't. It could show us the layout of the kitchen so we had a better idea of the restaurant. I don't know why I said it could show us. It would show us. However, we may not be able to see all that well because the lights would be off. So maybe this is right. And the room is just so dark that we can't see anything. However, this was proven false since no image files for a kitchen exist within the game. It's like the zoo level from Accounting Plus. And at 2, FNAF AR lore reveals. The rumors surrounding the release of FNAF AR Special Delivery were intense. Everywhere from it's another slice of hell that William is facing, to there will be so many lore reveals about this game that Mappet will have to live stream the full thing twice. My father also said that the creator only wanted to use the app to case your home with the AR cam, so it would be easier to rob you, but that's because everyone's out to get him. However, from my understanding, that was just a rumor and nothing intense got revealed about the lore of these games, other than Fazbear Inc. trying to rebuild the reputation after a rogue indie game developer was paid by them in order to cover up what really happened, which if it is, then like, what's worse than 15 children dying in a Freddy Fazbear location at this point, and being stuffed into suits by a crazed killer who does the same thing to us in-game that was meant to rebuild the reputation? I think that we need to get to the bottom of that story. If they were covering it up, what really happened? Finally, in at number 1, T-Jock is canon. The Joy of Creation is a game set after Scott finishes with the FNAF series. He puts the series to bed and rests soundly on his mattress stuffed with cash. But the animatronics get mad at him for taking their lives away or for whatever it is sentient animatronics get mad at after their souls have been released in a video game, so they in their more deteriorated forms come after Scott in one final hurrah. This is a fan-made game and from what I've heard, one of the scarier ones, with a real story mode and survival mode. However, when the game first released, it was rumored that it was actually Scott who made the game. and he was only working under an alias so he could reveal what the final moments of the series would be before we'd even come halfway. While this theory is incredible and something that would come out of nowhere and really surprise everyone, it's not true. Okay? The Joy of Creation is just a fan-made game that perhaps in the end Scott will deem somewhat canon. If it gets enough love, but like, other than that, he didn't make it. There we have it, friends, the top 10 scary FNAF rumors. Which one surprised you the most, and did you originally fall for anything on this list? It's okay, I did too. Be sure you let me know below, and on your way down, be sure you hit like and subscribe for daily gaming content, and ring that bell to join the clan and level up. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been and shall remain Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video.